Welcome to December. This is Gwendolyn of Readings by Gwendolyn, and this is your December 2015 Tarotscope. Welcome back to the channel, or if you're new here, welcome to the channel. So I'm going to shuffle the cards here, and then we'll get into December 2015 Tarotscope for Aries. Let's see what's coming up for Aries this month. For those of you who are interested, the deck that I use for these readings is the Greer deck. I love the vibrant colors of this deck as well as the imagery. It's got sort of an illustrative feel to it. So I have a link to it in the description if any of you are interested in that. So let's see. Let's take a look at the opening of the month. For the opening of the month, I see that we start with Knight of Swords. And Knight of Swords is a card that depicts, defending your truth, or someone who is willing to defend one's truth. Knight of Swords is someone who goes into battle eagerly and sometimes over eagerly. All knights are balancing of energies, and Knight of Swords, he's got the sword of the truth, so he has a philosophy or an idealism that he's willing to go into battle for, and you can see the burning tower in the background. Because it's in reverse in this spread for the opening of December for you, Aries, it makes me wonder, is there something that you believe in that you're afraid to fight for, or that is being held in shadow or in delay? Or is there a way in which you're being held back from defending your truth or what you believe in? Is there a way that you want to go rescue someone but you're being afraid to go do that? Or is there a way that you want to stand up for yourself or fight for something but you feel like now's not the time, or you're not showing up as that? There's someone who is not willing to fight a particular battle. And that's what Knight of Swords tells me at the opening of the month. For some reason, I'm seeing his sword is pointing to the domestic family. Is there something regarding your family that you're not willing to engage in battle with? That's a question that these cards bring up for me for the opening of December for you, Aries. It also looks like at the beginning of December, you are working away at something. This is Three of Coins, which is a collaborative project. So usually this can mean working on group things, group projects. In the Rider-Waite, this has three people in it: the builder, the architect, and the person who's going to be using the building. So this favors anything that has to do with artwork, working on something, working on buildings, drawing up plans for something, working on something collaboratively, socially. Group projects is Three of Coins. Sometimes people see this also as the artist card. So that's also a possibility, but something working on a project that's featured at the beginning of the month, and a group project is featured. It could also be that if you're working in a group and there's something that you believe that is like a cause that you would like to get behind, for some reason you're not speaking up about that, or you're not feeling like you can share in the group what it is you believe, or in the project that you're working on. But I do see that your hard work, both Three of Coins and Ten of Wands, is hard work. Ten of Wands is sometimes meaning too much work or too many irons in the fire, needing to put down what's not necessary. So I see you surrounded by hard work, and I see you reaping benefits of your hard work. Nine of Coins is a woman who is surrounded in luxury, and that's often how this card is translated, and it's through the work that she has done and riches that she's brought to herself. So you can see she's wearing this necklace of 9 coins, she's eating grapes, she's clothed in purple fine robes, she's wearing a turban that has jewels in it. So if you feel like towards the beginning of the month you're working really hard and you're putting the hammer to the nail and you're working on this collaborative project, and in some ways it may be even like overburdening you. Ten of Wands can sometimes be read as oppression or breaking your back with all the work that you have. At least I see that you're getting compensated for it, or that you'll be able to enjoy the riches that you're bringing to yourself. So I see at the beginning of December for you, Aries, kind of just like a lot of hard work, but you're earning the riches. You're bringing yourself riches through that work. And actually, it's opening things up for you because it's in line with this World card. This is good. This is freedom. This is, the world is like when everything goes your way, and when things unlock. It's the emotional, physical, spiritual, and mental realms all aligning. And it's, you can see in this card that she's entwined with this, again, purple fine robe, which usually means royalty. And she's naked, so she's full of self-acceptance, and she's free. So this World card, it's also surrounded by this wreath of laurels, which usually means success or victory, and it's a 0, so it's a portal, it's new beginnings, it's just the whole complete package of the world. So there's going to be some satisfaction, even though it feels like maybe drudgery, or like it might be too much at the beginning of the month. You are going to reap some benefits from that, and that's going to unlock some things for you in the middle of the month, Aries. There's also excuse me, a new beginning here with this ace. And it may even open you up to spending some time by yourself and reviewing the truth. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that as we get to the end of the reading, but that's what I'm seeing. Beginning of the month, working on projects, feeling a little bit hesitant to go into battle for something, even if you believe in it, especially related to your family or this group project, especially related to anything concerning money, Aries. Also, at the middle of the month, I see that you have this Lovers card in reverse. This is a card of passion, relationships, sexuality, sensuality, anything that has to do with relationship dynamics. Because that's in the reverse position, as well as this 10 of Coins card, which also depicts the couple behind the walls, I'm going to say that behind closed doors, there may be friction in your relationship, or in your, sometimes relationship can depict family. Usually Lovers is a romantic relationship, but because it's behind the castle closed walls of this 10 of Coins as well, it can also mean with close family members. But this says, something is upside down about your relationship. There may be conflict, or that it's not appearing as you would like it to appear, or that it's not what you thought it was. There's some sort of friction, and it could be over money. 10 of Coins is usually inheritance or money gathered through making good decisions over time. So like investments or joint things that you've joint assets that you've collaborated on. There may be some dispute about that, or the money that you're going to put into something. You're not seeing eye to eye is what I'm seeing. But with the money that you've gained for yourself, you might find a freedom through that. Is what it's telling me, is that you might not see eye to eye with your partner about how money is to be spent, or there's some problem regarding money that's being received or invested or held in common. But what I'm seeing is that you feel free from having your own money. And this is from the hard work that you've been doing in the beginning of December. That also may open up a new beginning for you here. This is Ace of Coins, which is a new lifestyle, new money, new job, new beginning of something coming to you. The universe is handing you something. For some people, this can mean like winning the lottery, or it can mean like just having money given to you from an unexpected source. But it can also mean a new source of money or a new beginning. Something tells me this is coming for you, but you're a little hesitant about it. You're wondering about making a new beginning, but it's a little bit in delay, a little bit in shadow. There may be a while before you actually accept that new beginning into your life. This openness and this freshness, the World card, feeling complete, feeling free, this may be something that you're thinking about. This openness and this freedom and this wonderful just support of the universe that comes with the World card may have you thinking about new beginnings, but you may not quite be ready for them. This may just be brewing again below the surface. In reverse means that energy is present, but it is in suppression or delay. So it may have you thinking about some new beginnings. Especially regarding lifestyle, job, anything that's concrete material here on Earth, because it's an Earth card. Um, at the end of the month, looks like you've got some surprises or festivities, joyfulness in the home. This could be celebrating the holidays. Four of Wands is all about festivities, surprise, joyfulness. It often regards the home. You can see the castle here. One interesting thing that I'm seeing too is that this castle is appearing both in this card and this card. So what it's saying to me is that there may be something on the home front where you're having conflict with your relationship, but you don't want to go into battle to defend your territory or your thoughts. It may even have to do with your relationship as well as your extended family. But you will come to a place of peace in the home. At the beginning of the month, beginning and middle of the month, there may be friction. Like whose house people are going to go to for the holidays, or where money is going to be spent, or you don't want to defend your ideals, or you're feeling nervous or fearful about that. But towards the end of the month, things are going to resolve and you'll have this nice peaceful time regards to the home. And then things will happen pretty quickly towards the end of the month. You may receive some information that helps unlock something. Eight of Wands is a card of swiftness. It's a card of information or news that you receive that unlocks the last puzzle piece. You can see in this card that all of these wands or staves flying through the air means almost, they're almost lined up. So this card means almost completed. Things are 80 to 90% lined up. If there's something that you're waiting for it to complete, it could be coming to a close towards the end of the month. I also see, this is working on a project collaboratively. This is waiting for money to come in. And then this means things are almost completed. So if there's something that you've been working on that is a financial endeavor where you're expecting money to come in from it, you may see that approaching completion or nearly completed towards the end of the month. I also see, this is around the end of the month, around some of the holidays. This is Hermit in reverse. So Hermit can be feeling a little isolated, feeling lonely, or just even feeling introspective. And in this card, he is looking at the truth. This star in this lantern is looking at the truth and being willing to go inwards, to be reflective, to separate yourself from society, to consider matters of the truth. And for the holidays, sometimes that can be a spiritual time for some people, or a lot of people. And because it's in the reverse position, it may tell me that you may not be willing to look at the truth right now, or there may be some hesitancy, some doubt, or some fear of looking at things as they are, or willing to look at the truth in the eyes. Or it could just mean, Hermit in reverse can sometimes mean feeling a little lonely, feeling a little isolated. So you may have some pangs of melancholy, or just feeling a little lonely or isolated towards the end of the month. But ultimately, you can achieve whatever goal you're setting out to do this month, Aries. You do have Chariot showing up for you, and that shows me that you have good judgment. You're able to achieve goals. Chariot always crosses the finish line that he sets out to do, and he does so through good judgment. He is able to tap into both the right side and the left side of the brain, the dark, passionate, irrational side, as well as the logical, rational side. It's sort of like the dark horse and the light horse that are pulling in opposite directions, but he's able to balance both energies. So it's being able to balance both your desires and passions, and then also your rationality, the logical mind. And he also relies on his intuition, so trust your intuition towards the end of the month. Tells me you'll make good decisions regardless of what's happening. You'll be able to tap into victory and success, and the reason that Chariot is successful is because he's able to concentrate all of his will, all of his focus on one goal to the exclusion of anything else, and therefore he wins the race. And he employs good judgment, balance, and moderation And that's what helps him steer the course correctly. He doesn't just think about things logically or analytically, and he doesn't just follow his passions. So he balances the two and is able to achieve crossing the finish line that he intended to. So there's another thing I wanted to talk to you about with our new moons and full moons in December. For you, Aries, the new moon, it's in Sagittarius on the 11th of December. And for you, Aries, that is in your 9th house. 9th house of other cultures. Travel is highlighted. It's also a house of publishing, for exploration, for journalism. So you may begin something in around December 11th, which starts off a 6-month journey of beginning something new in your 9th house. So whether it's beginning something that you're going to publish, whether it's making plans for a trip that you're going to take sometime in the next 6 months, whether it's exploring a different culture or philosophy, that's also 9th house highlighted. It's planting a new seed of something in your 9th house. So it could even be studying another language, like from another culture. So that's featured on December 11th. And then we also have a full moon in Cancer on December 25th. And that's going to be happening in your 4th house of the home. So something is completing. Full moons mean culmination, graduation, climax, coming to fruition, coming to the surface, coming to completion. Something's completing in your 4th house. And the 4th house is generally representative of home. So there may be a way in which you're completing a project at home. It's something that you've been taking care of at home. If you've been doing home renovations, you may finish it by Christmas. It could just even mean home decorating that you're doing for the holidays. You're going to finish that up. Or it could be a longer term project. You may even move out of a certain home because you've completed your cycle with that. But something is completing in your 4th house. I even seeing, like, for some of you, it may be that your children are leaving home because you've completed the cycle of parenting. So if some of your children are leaving, for those of you who have children, leaving for college or something like that, they may be moving out of the home or moving into their own home. So that's my reading for you, Aries. If you have any questions, feel free to write them in the comments below. I love responding to the comments. And feel free to share, like, and subscribe. I just want to thank you again for watching. Yours in the stars. If you enjoyed the reading, feel free to check out my readings for the other signs. And also feel free to share on any platform, like, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Yours in the stars.